Hi everybody, this is Scott McKinley here with Knecht.
Hi there.
Wanted to talk to you today about attitude. It's very important as you're going out there and trying to do something new, maybe trying something as in a new profession or trying something as in working for yourself for the first time, being your own boss. Why is an attitude, the right attitude, such an important factor?
Attitude is basically about everything. It's family, it's friends, it's work, it's as you're starting or building your practice. It's really going to impact your attitude as to the marketing you're doing, the work you're doing for your clients from a back-end perspective. So I think it really impacts all the components of not just your work life, but your family life and such.
Okay, so if it's so impactful, what are some of the key things that you think our viewers might be interested in being aware of in making sure that their attitude is working for them and not against them?
One is attitude's everything. Whatever you have going on in your family life, your social life, whatever is going to be brought into your work environment and vice versa.
Totally agree.
So it's not anything you can separate. And so as long as you're aware of the fact that if you've got a good day or a bad day and it's impacting those various environments, you're more conscious of how those things are bleeding over into one another.
Okay. One thing that I've always been aware of is that sometimes our emotions and our attitudes control our actions.
Correct.
What's the right way to go about doing that?
Well, there's two perspectives. You can assume that your actions, if you just act happy, if you just play the part, you'll actually become happy and so forth. And then there's the converse. It's your emotions control your actions. If you're happy, then you'll actually do better things or you'll act happy. I think there's really a combination of the two. You do need to act the part. It's kind of like play the part, just be happy, put the things behind you and just be who you need to be. But at the same time, I think you need to realize that the more you're able to act it and you become happy, it's then going to compound itself and start to feel naturally into the emotions. So if you're passionate, if you're excited, if you're happy, enthusiastic, if you're acting those things, they'll basically consume your emotions, and once they're really genuinely part of your emotions, they'll then trickle back through to the actions that you're having, and you'll become more excited about the things you're actually doing.
Okay, I totally agree. What about applying this to them in their business? How do we see this factoring in with them, with starting a business, with running a business? How can they use that?
Okay, first of all, as you're doing anything new, sometimes you can kind of overwhelm yourself with doubt or hesitations. You can second guess yourself. One of the things I commonly say to accountants is analysis to paralysis. We tend to psychoanalyze things a little bit too much and second guess, as I already said what you're doing. So attitude, if you can just simply go into it with the idea of I'm going to move forward, I'm going to make this happen, I am going to succeed, with that positive mental attitude, you can really make a big difference in just moving forward. You're going to continue to make those steps and those progressions, and that's what you're really needing to do as you're beginning. But the same thing follows through as you're marketing. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and not becoming overwhelmed with all the tasks, but just kind of focusing on doing everything right, and I guess I'd say staying busy.
Okay, good. So, important to have an attitude of success. If you believe it, if you know that you're going to be successful, let that attitude stay with you. Even during the rough parts, even during the times where the clients aren't rolling in like we expect them to, still continue to have that attitude and don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah, it kind of falls along the lines of what Napoleon Hill said, what the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. And so if you're focusing on what you want to do, surrounding yourself with supportive individuals that encourage you to have that success and do the things that you're wanting to accomplish, you have all the supportive components that you need to really achieve what you're trying to do. And attitude plays a big part of it. You cannot do it if you're always second guessing, doubting, and giving yourself reason not to succeed.
You heard it right here. So take these things into consideration. If you're watching this video, maybe you were sent here by one of your coaches who said, go watch this video on attitude. If you're not, if you just stumbled upon this, hopefully this information can be useful in building your accounting or tax practice.
Oh yeah, and one of the things that you need to realize is working with Universal Accounting Center, you're able to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And it's with that coaching and assistance, that follow-up support, that you're able to actually maintain that support system you need to continually have that positive mental attitude. So good luck with everything you're doing. Stay focused.
Great. Thank you very much. Good words of advice. Please listen to it. Take it to heart. That's all we have for now. Remember, if it's about accounting, it's universal.
And accounting success is universal. Have a great day.
Bye.